Once upon a time, I wanted to be a professional actor and to become one of the biggest actors, I think, in the world. This was around about the same time or after. I thought I wanted to be Michael Jackson. I thought I was Michael Jackson's biggest fan. I got into the industry in 2008 when I arrived in Johannesburg to come and do my honors in accounting at UJ, having come from Rhodes University, Amakanda and Grahamstown, Echini, where I'd done my BCom in accounting and economics. Very lucky, my first audition, I landed a commercial. In that year, I think I did maybe 6 more. I then moved on to join another agency. And in that agency, I did so much more work as well, including being a featured extra on Generations. You may not even remember, but I've been a featured extra on Generations at some point. As a cameraman, at some point as some businessman that Uletoya Makene, Otsidi, I think is the name on Generations, was flirting with at some corporate event. I've been a featured extra on, I forgot this other show's name, but there was an Afrikaans show called Binnelanders, where I came in as a doctor. I think I did 2 more soapies. Anyways, as a featured extra. You won't remember me, it's fine. It passes by quick and you just a voice. Oh, Broken Vows, acting as Joanne Reineke's dad, but in the past. The other one I asked, I'm not really sure. Being in the industry, obviously, I learned a lot. I met a lot of people at auditions as well. The gent who won the first class act, Stu Momchali, absolutely amazing talent. He was on Isbaya, acting as the husband of Nomzamo Mbata's character there. Brilliant, brilliant, intense actor. I don't like how his character developed on Isbaya, and I think he still has so much more to offer the world as Ustumo. And then I know also from class act Palance Dladla, at some point was my favorite actor in this country. I thought he was such an intense actor and so underrated, to be honest. I hope that he will still do a lot of work. I hope that he'll get international work. I don't know him personally, but I have met him. Another guy who was my favorite actor in the country for about 3 years was SK. SK Koza. Koko Maweni now. He's done a movie with my son, Nkunz, my firstborn son, Nkunz Malang. They've got a movie called Baby Mamas, which was shot by Salamina Mosese and Stefina as well. They were both on E. They shot an amazing movie called Baby Mamas. I think it's still on Netflix now. You can go check it out. My son plays the son of SK Koza and Salamina in that movie, Nkunz Malanga. That was pretty awesome, and we went to the premiere. Myself, my mom, my son, and his little sister, Africa, as well. Unfortunately, I don't know what SK is going through now. He's been amazing on The Queen as Ushaga. Coincidentally, one of my other boys' names is Ushaga. And he's been on other productions as well. Amazing actor, so much charisma, so much likability. But it seems like he's going through some process that I may not really know or really understand. And I hope he gets better. He's had issues of child maintenance. Koko Maweni has gone out. She's become a celebrity sangoma now in this country, speaking about how she's used muti on him, etc. My favorite for a long time. The most versatile actor. And look, we've had amazing actors in the past. Vusignene, Jack Mabaso, we've had Otau, Urapulana, I think is his name. Is it Urapulana? No, Urapulana might be Kenneth Mashaba. Tau. Forgot Tau's name. Anyways, I forgot his name. Tau Mukhali. We've had Achimoroka, of course, Sillo, Makeka Ngube. We've had Menzi, Ngoops, Ngubani, Udlomo. Zolisa Xaluva is potentially the most versatile actor in this country and has been my favorite from the work he did on The Queen to him being Principal Dlamini on Gomorrah to obviously the iconically being Ujason, Senzo Ujason, Utami Molo. And Utami and I did great work in Touch Rugby Sundays. We had a Touch Rugby company and non-profit organization we were running in Johannesburg. And it was at that platform that I met Zolisa as well. Incredibly humble, incredibly talented. As I said, I've acted on certain shows. And I know on one of the shows that I was a featured extra on, he was there as one of the actors as well. I saw that he did an interview on Podcast and Chill. I just haven't had the pleasure of watching it, but I have listened to some of his other interviews. Incredibly diverse, multilingual, especially having grown up as Xaluva. Very sensitive, very understanding, extremely, extremely professional. I look forward to him as well rising to the highest levels of success in this country. You know, and shout out, of course, while we're here, Connie and Shona Ferguson, who went and created Ferguson Films, so that when the Generation 16 were let go of by Mfundi Vundla and the Generations production team, they were able to take up some of that talent, including Zolisa, who's worked with the Fergusons in some productions as well. And it's been quite inspiring. I just thought I'd share that just for interest. The other thing is, obviously, I'm going to do an experiment just for me. I'm trying to learn how YouTube works. So I want to put Zolisa Xaluva on Podcast and Chill as my headline for this video and see how much traffic is directed just from the headline. But I didn't just want to use it as clickbait. I wanted to speak about my experience in the industry, which I've kind of left now because I realize it's not really for me. And I don't think I will get to Hollywood by being a South African actor. Generations, back in the day, it used to be Osting or Egoli and Sievendelan. You know, some of the guys I've been friends with, Sankwai, with Jacques de Silva, Annelisa Pewa, have been on Sievendelan. And I've met so many amazing people in the industry, from the industry and also from other aspects of my life as well. But I'm going to do that experiment and see how it goes. Of course, we're in African New Year in September. I want to tell you guys, South Africa has 122 million hectares of land. If you were to divide that equally by the 60 million South Africans we have, that's 2 hectares per person. But that's obviously unrealistic for many, many reasons. Part of them being some of the land is not usable. Part of that land is for mining. Part of that land is for commercial farming, etc. I think what we should be striving for is that every family of 5 should be looking to have half a hectare. That's 5,000 square meters. Every family of 5 should be striving to get their 5,000 square meters, they are half a hectare. You can buy it, you can lease it, you can get it from government. You can occupy it illegally, but please get your piece of land. And after you get it, make sure that you work that land for productivity and for sustainability. Pin you all the black pen, have a great weekend, and I'll catch up with you guys again soon. Cheers.